Here, using the Fox bucks, and you got to do a round top window. How are you going to do it? We've got this 4-foot long buck. It's kind of stiff because it's got our ties built into it for fastening, but how do you make that into a radius? This is how you do it. Here I've marked out 3 of them on here. There's a 2'4", a 3'4", and an 8-foot radius. I've marked them all out. You can see my marks, and you can see I've added, the 8-foot rough opening is here. I've added 2 inches for the thickness of the buck. Now I actually learned on this that I add another 1/8 inch, so go 2 1/8 inch bigger than your rough opening and you'll get a better result, because when you put your pieces in, you'll get a little bit of a gap sometimes depending on how big you make your piece, and you'd want to make sure that you don't make the rough opening too small so the window doesn't fit. So just allow for that. This is how I do it. I just cut small pieces. This is for the smallest window, a 2'4" radius. It's going to take a tighter piece to do that. I actually put a bit of a bevel on. You don't have to do that. I did it just for fun. I also use a fiberglass reinforced tape. It helps to hold things. You can place concrete and that'll actually hold things in place real good. So this is how I put it in place. Put a piece of tape on. I find it's easier to put that on first. When I put this in place, tuck it up the back side there and up the front side. Cut it off and you're good. And you just keep putting the pieces on, and then to hold it for concrete placement, I actually cut a radius on the top of a piece of plywood, and I tuck that up in the side here, and I put shims inside there to hold it. And that way nothing's going to bend down on you, and that'll hold it up during concrete placement quite well. Even the 8-foot opening, I've done that before. Now one other thing here, this 8-foot opening, you can see I use 8-inch pieces for that, so it went quite quick to do that. For the 2'4" opening, I cut approximately 3 to 4-inch pieces. I did not even measure them. I just ran them on my saw and cut them. For the 3'4" radius, I did 5 to 6-inch pieces, and that worked quite well. Now I just used my chop saw for this. You could use a table saw as well, and it's just as easy as putting your piece on and cutting it. With a chop saw, you just slide it out, cut down, lift up, go back and cut down, and it works quite well. If you slide all the way through, it'll work well, but the odd one, you'll want to chip the end off. You don't want to do that, so just plunge down.